Obeko tournament, you be oriented. It is one thing FIFA will do.
It's me funny, so some for this to fadi. It's me funny.
So money so asana.
Na be ne be do.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Yenye nu ho.
There do something me rubbish.
Ma me ma case. Na me typical case. Bibi eni kotoko so mo prepare for Africa.
Yeah.
Me pacho Dean, you are good at that. Erico, you are good at that. League ben na wo wi ase a o ma boy wi professional league a unya access to prize money. Not even the information. League ben. Apart from Ghana League. What to say FNA about almost a month after the league. What to say FNA about say last season Summer takes $33,000 to the tune of 500,000 Ghana cedis. This season, what to be regarding prize?
Say yente dia na just 500
debut, but what?
U say nim dia yente. Ti say Summer takes
medium a winning league no. Summer takes be near Sikabro no so. Me boa.
Yeah.
This season, what surprise money?
But in the case of no updates, just say the oh no.
We have 500,000.
Say in team.
That be no me be more.
Who send the YG there?
But part your CAF calendar no about registration about. My deadline. Clubs no are there to present their players to CAF for official documentation. In the time Benes can be back. Ne be no be so no so man na ye e dey transfers are.
But are you informed someone some kind?
Obianka she. We on Adom TV. I won't just come here. What it will be? The only information I know is say Kotoko we need FA Cup. Chairman was senator said on radio that it is 80,000 for winning the competition, 100,000 for African preparation. Has the GFA
100,000 not about dollars more saying?
I just said me here.
Maybe
$10,000. Has the
GFA 8,000, 7,000.
Okay. Has the GFA in any of their reportage, any of their communiques, put it out there? Say, Ombema Bibiani Gold Stars 1 CD and 2 CDs. Me patcho mbisa. I stand to be corrected. So how do the clubs prepare? And
no, but I na Spanish La Liga and EPL for them one no. We almost have a boss. Because when we know the prize money, because
you release the crowd.
Everything is bare.
Then for BBNC.
Yeah, for BBNC. And you see, it is sad to say, yeah, besides when will we play at the FIFA Club World Cup? Per report, a 4-year project, right? FIFA is considering, say, cutting it down to 2 years. So it means that if it's 2 years, next 2 years, teams across Africa and others, they'll go. If it's 4 years, we are looking at a 4-year period. 4-year period is a long time. But you hear investment in our game. And it's sad to say, you put a league, I triple the teams in the Kobo Africa. So we are still resorting to justify your inclusion. Yes, clubs and that's so much.
And who say the biggest clubs now, they are supposed to have financial muscle. No more. We are big now. You just say cash or justify inclusion.
Kotoko is big in Ghana. But you know himself financially your problems. And what the other leagues have done, they say, despite the fact you need a big man to invest in your club, like we saw with Pyramids in recent times. Yeah. Sundowns is owned by FIFA president, CAF president, Patrick Motsepe, who is one of the richest men in Africa. I think they're worth around $3 billion. I stand to be correct.
From Forbes.
Yes. So Osha, these owners, Osha Pyramid in recent times, what they have done, it goes down to what? Investment. I believe that in these leagues, maybe a broadcast Kabeba, Ali and the rest, they can fill their stadiums. They accrue money for match day tickets. Match day ticketing. Ali Fuebi or museum be. They have ways of getting in revenue. They are clubs in the year. In the first place, the one who is the organizer of the league, also Kenny. For how long have we run a league without a sponsor? For how long have we had issues with broadcasting? And last season, it's kind of maybe for broadcasting. And this season, you have almost a season now. We are not clear what broadcasting, those who broadcast the league, is given to the organizers. And you see, intimate transfer, clubs no more tena and they get treated like this. And it is sad. BBN Go Stars, on what financial grounds are they going to Africa? Maybe they can have
Thomas more cash
gold is Kebi Tareho. Parerico. Dreams are to reach the semi-finals to get what? Is it $700,000?
The crab at you.
Meboa. Ukwanu and do sa level now. It's a job in fruition.
The level no call
it's a job without any
$700,000. What about to take a crab more? Say
what you say? So basically, yeah, Boliga, it is not strengthening our clubs enough.
Do you think in the next 1 or 2 or 3 World Cups?
Some will be born 4 years, sir. Can be 4 times 5, 20 years from now. Now you have serious people running because yeah, metnasia mintimi ntiasi ntia. If any biggest product, no more yani basa bikeke. And the clubs are to blame.
Okay.
I'm no for me the association. If they okay with it, and I don't think say any club now. No disrespect to Kotoko and BBN Go Star. I don't think they can go and make an impression in the CAF interclub competitions. Because
your impression.
You Ntebe for no on the world level, your best na Ntebe.
Ah yes, I'm going one day.
Ntebe no crown no young Ghanaian clubs, you do Ntebe level.
Oh, is that well, that's true. Well,
you cannot compete with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Or with that.
Work be
or Esperance.
Esperance be bo. The other club, Ali die. When was the last time a Ghanaian club was dominant against these clubs? Amabomudi. TP Mazembe in Pomo struggle at the moment. Pyramids, Premier de Augusto, even Yetria for San Pedro for Crentimi Shom. So it will tell you we are miles behind.
Just to come miles.
Oh, I mean,
then a miles.
Yeah, what you? Hey. But it didn't be about the tactical gap. Everything we lack.
Then also was a young oh my in the next about a 4 and 5 just a 30 baby.
So let's do this calculation. Then you answer your own question. Made a lot of research on the financial implication of playing the CAF competitions. Now, almost say a range between $100,000 to $140,000 per travel, per trip.
100,000
to 40,000 dollars per trip. And only a flight. And some a few people are many on Mokasai, any research and I'm here and I say a chunk of that money, it goes into traveling expenses. You know it's very expensive to travel around Africa.
Into winning Ghana League, per what we saw last year, $33,000.
Thank you.
It is not even half.
So, you play 2 away games before and qualify. I know you're prelims, and some qualify for the group
stage. Yeah.
Prelims and CAF $50,000. Into about 2 away games, I say, we spend $100,000,
$200,000.
Yes. About 2 home games, you feel into spending $50,000.
That's $300,000.
That's $300,000. Into about $300,000. So one qualifier, you're more $50,000. What about $250,000? So qualify now group stage, you're more $700,000. $700,000 and you play 3 extra away games. That is $300,000 cheap. I said the least $300,000 for the 3.
Into the prelims no one.
Yes, next $500,000.
Yeah.
Nowadays, 2 home matches, obo prelims, any 3 home matches, yani 5,000, 50,000, 50,000, 100, 50, 50, 50. Until next $250,000. Until $250,000, or the car $500,000 and one, and we are $750,000. And we are a 2-4 ball.
To say I'm farmer cry.
And no, a 2-4 ball. Until me, my the least expense I will be.
So what is the point?
Until club will be $750,000, and I say over $1 million why you ready so be competing in Africa. When you for expenses, we have not talked about squad. Obey recruitment, transfers, and kind of what's So the point I'm making is financially we are not up there.
We are handicapped.
You can't compete.
Yeah. Just say,
I ask you can $1 dollars. Now, man for who say a chicken fee.
That means citizen man for what you say.
Who winning league no? Na fun say 6 billion kwa ku check 6 billion. And I this canon 6 billion and 5 billion. Into the and say ndom dey be account 6 billion.
No $33,000.
Into the fund say 6 billion.
Share 6 billion.
Into fund say $40,000, 50,000. Who dey fund $50,000?
50. Who dey $40,000.
$40,000.
When you pay the normal
into $40,000. So if you can the amount, into me more one home game.
Debbie.
Into players now better no crowd the men can once. And Sana Ali, on my technical team, there are about 20 people on the technical team.
And 4 years ago, I learned their budget was around $30 million.
Yeah, in the last 10 years, on average, around $20 million in the last 10 years to compete in Africa.
But in life, Obia aspire to go higher.
Yes.
It's the only you clubs that are more bono.
Yes.
With more back on him. Is it to just win the league and I am
Megidi say your concentration.
Standard, no.
Your concentration there say you be at ton.
Yes.
We should concentrate on that. Baby a born edu no. It's sad. You know the first Champions League final. It was played in Ghana. It was played in Accra Sports Stadium. 30,000 capacity. But today, CAF Champions League, you need to Otumiko even group stage.
I said last 2 seasons ago, Media McCoy.
Final.
There be group stage.
Group stage, okay. And no, last season we didn't go.
Last 2 seasons.
I'm talking about the
Samatex
and I'm talking about the current.
Okay.
In America. Send the Champions League
no the last time we go group stage.
Okay. Maybe then I rephrasing here. Currently, we don't have a team playing in the Champions League. When was the last time a team from Ghana won the Champions League? It's more than 20 years.
I check. That was 2000, right?
2000, Hearts of Folk.
Yeah.
When was the last time a team ever final in the Champions League? It was the same time. We are
retrogressing.
Set on Maya, the whole Africa, say, Yen able to host the first Champions League final.
Even when the Confederation Cup was rebranded.
2 teams and a ball finals.
Tells you how huge the country we are.
I think every year about 56 clubs and a ball prelims for CAF Champions League. 16 per and a qualify to the group stage. 40 clubs are dropping. Into about 40 clubs in a Boca in Africa. It is a conversation we have to have. We have to talk about this because of 40 clubs and to me drop it from the Champions League qualification no maba no we not the car aba and the 16 clubs they competing on check the last 10 years about 10 of them are constant and they omo call compete with that year Setif money Sundowns no Ali mono omo senya huge money so omo dey ever be compete bio gap no e sa be widen bio
well I am critical.
The discussion should be around how our CAF ever support clubs, especially when it comes to travel expenses.
And realistically, Dean Osha, even in recent years under Mochepe, things have been better now.
You call Afconi or more, I think airline deal be a subsidized trips and so on and so forth. I think this is something they should do.
And yes, African thing, and I say
it's an African thing.
African thing.
But the problem is, one at the back one didn't touch on very important for people almost clubs at Chiako African. The flights, the tickets, the travel expenses. And you see, when you go to Europe,
Binga FC. I think 3 or 4, 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, I'm qualified for Champions League. Omode Trotro. Sprinter and no mudi Mali ebe travel by Ivory Coast bebo game 24 hours no mo spending no mo de be boy.
Look at the risk.
So your cut cost.
And I'm
Omo wi omo san so free.
look at the risk.
Cheja when then.
And
Or for play is a ton team no compare. Go for play.
It's sad say
Well-
we're developing a transport system so well in Africa and especially Ghana, Accra. And the bottom line is say it is not only with CAF.
Okay.
It should be an African agenda.
Yeah.
Well,
Various governments.
I'm telling
they
you,
have filled the continent. They have
because
filled.
Brony Krom only mean go by flight.
You remember
You
2010?
go by train.
Sasa Mwaka, you remember 2010 Champions League? Jose Mourinho famous 3-1 win over Internacional, over Barcelona. Only Inter. Sata time no say we man you kusu say debe geography for no make match lecture say o bro fun no.
why your geography of school?
Oh, David.
Okay. Well,
Best afford travel
yeah.
by road. I think my friend coach and I train.
There was one Arsenal player now.
No, on pay flights.
Is
They be
it Beckham?
I
stand to be correct.
Beckham.
There was one Arsenal player.
Dennis Beckham?
I think it should be.
Oh, okay.
Beckham.
Dennis, yes,
Yeah,
yes, Beckham. Yeah.
On flight. When to Ghana, Hanka Beckham no on
board.
match.
Yeah, far from was the flight.